I got a beer in the cup holder. Let's go drive. Yeah, I really stopped in the middle of the road there, didn't I? Oh, I engaged it. Oh my goodness. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's see what we're doing here. Oh, look at that bad boy. Oh, yeah. There's Veronica. Driving through Boise. I probably should get back in the cab, huh? Why is it louder in the cab than not in the cab? Whatever. Anyways, I'm Old Guy Gamer. This is American Truck Sim. I started playing for fun on one night when I was just bored and wanting to play a game. I didn't want to record. I didn't want to think about YouTube. I just wanted to play. So this is the game I was playing. I picked a job. Let's see where I was going. Oh my goodness! I should probably drive, huh? A little, at least. I'm going from Washington to Raton. Where the heck am I going? Okay, I am just not paying attention at all to the road. Whatever. I picked a route going from Washington to New Mexico, I think it is. And this is as far as I got in the first day, so I slept, I gassed up, and then I got back on the road, and then I paused. And that's where we are right now. Either driving through Boise or coming up on Boise, something like that. So that's it. We're just playing a game. I'm bored on a Monday night, and we're going to see where this takes us. I do have my writing prompt book next to me. I looked at a few of the things. I don't really know what I'm going to talk about. Just jumped in here, and we'll see where it goes. My goodness, I got to learn how to drive in a straight line. That whole first minute was garbage. Garbage, I'll tell you. Hope you all are doing well. I hope you'll like the video and subscribe to my channel. Help me become a full-time gamer. And now that I got that over with, I can move on and talk about something real. Today is Monday. It's middle of July, getting to the end of July, pretty close to the end of July. I had work today. Nice quiet day. What else happened? Nice warm weather, nothing outstanding, good or bad. Just a random Monday in the middle of July. I did have a realization today, though, that the 4th of July has passed us. So now we're only a couple of weeks away, right around the corner from school starting back. Which doesn't matter to me. I mean, I don't go to school, but for my one child who is still in college, she's going to be going back to school. The one who graduated is going to be starting her job soon, so hooray for her. We got to go to a college graduation over the weekend. Not really a college graduation, it was more of a program advancement because my daughter graduated from her program at a local junior college, so now she's done with school and she can go get her full-time real-life adult job. She is going to keep schooling to get a specialty license, but she's going to start working. I think she's taking a week off, and then she starts her new job next week. So congratulations to her, and looking forward to seeing what kind of great things she can do in her life now that she's officially into adulthood. I imagine she's probably going to be buying a new car soon. I hope she doesn't right now because we live in a small house and it's got a small driveway. And small driveways with 4 adults that have 4 cars don't really go together too well, but I hope she's smart enough to realize that if she buys a new car and has to park it in this driveway, that's probably not a great thing. I hope she waits until she gets her own place to buy a new car where she doesn't have to worry about it getting scratched in our own driveway. Ooh, a Camaro with non-spinning wheels until it passes you, and then they start to spin. While you guys were away and I was off playing this game on my own without you being here in my headset, with me. I hired another driver, bought another truck. I didn't need to buy another garage. I had a couple of slots available. I have one empty slot left in one garage, and then I'll have to buy another garage. But I did add a driver and a truck to my fleet, so I would say it's official. I've got a handful of trucks in my company. So I'm hoping that that $60,000 number you see down there will grow significantly very quickly. I've been focusing on growing the company as quick as I can, not really trying to add flashy things to the truck. I've only owned this truck, well, it says right there I've got 24,000 miles. The first driver I ever hired and bought him a truck, he's got, I think, 16,000 miles. I was actually considering maybe upgrading his truck and giving him a sleeper, because right now all of my trucks are Volvo day cabs in that kind of gold color that I started out with. But I was thinking, once my drivers get over, maybe I have 2 drivers over 10,000, maybe I'll just give them a promotion once they hit 15,000. I'll upgrade their trucks to sleeper cabs. Still nothing too special, just a sleeper, but it'll be a nice upgrade for each individual driver as they show some advancement and improvement and make me some money. I'll pay them back and reward them with a better truck. I haven't decided to do that yet, but I'm pretty close to just making that decision happen, because I'd rather do them one at a time than have to buy them all at the same time later. So we'll see how that goes. Why did you have to be on the road to block off a ramp? Yeah, I get it. You want to block the ramp so no one takes it, but why are you on the through lane blocking the freeway for an accident, a crash on the ramp? That's idiotic. Whatever. Just block the exit lane. That's way better. I just set up my resume button. Let's see if it works. I was cruising along pretty good at 70 miles an hour. You guys need to leave a comment and let me know if you think it would be worth doing a video of someone playing this game while a little bit inebriated, having a couple of drinks and then driving, to see how they do in this game. It'd be kind of boring to do a long trip, but maybe do some in-city driving just to see what a driver can do when they've had a couple of drinks. Leave a comment, let me know if you think that's a good idea or a bad idea. It's a kind of a bad example, but it's a video game, right? So why not? Leave a comment, let me know what you think. I wouldn't be against doing it. I mean, I'm having a drink right now. Not enough to get drunk, but I've got a adult beverage in the cup holder next to me. Like I said earlier, I have my writing prompt book in front of me, and one of the things was name 10 things that's on your bucket list. And I've been trying to think about stuff to say, and I didn't really want to be too materialistic about it, because that's not really who I am. Like, oh, I want this, or I want that, or I want this. I finally thought of a good one, or two. You know, I'm getting a little older in life, and it's kind of funny that the things you really want aren't the things you can buy. I was just thinking how much I would really enjoy to see both of my daughters get married and start their own families and have a couple of grandkids. I actually have some friends that are younger than me. My younger brother has a granddaughter already. So that's kind of funny that he was the first one, because I don't have it yet. I'm not don't think I'm that close to having grandkids yet. But I know people that are older than me that don't have grandkids yet, so... I mean, I'm not afraid of my kids moving on with their lives and having families and being happy, and... That's one I'd like to see. I hope I don't die too young and miss out on those kinds of things. I think that's a big one, seeing the generations of family coming back home to celebrate Christmases and all that kind of stuff, because my wife actually brought up Christmas today. Should she buy a couple of Christmas gifts for our daughters, who are 21 and 19 now. They'll turn 22 and 20 this winter. And it's just different when they're older, because you don't spend as much. Well, I don't know, I guess that's not true. You do spend as much money on them for Christmas, but they don't get as many gifts, and the gifts aren't as big, like the big toys they got as children. So it's smaller gifts. The gift stack doesn't look as big as big and impressive as it did when you're buying presents for babies. So it'll be fun to have grandkids around for Christmas. That's one thing that you'll learn if you have kids of your own, that when they're little, you don't have to spend a lot of money to get big gifts and lots of gifts. There it is. Okay. I knew I hit the button, but it didn't quite register right. That was weird. So it'll be fun. I told my wife we probably won't spend as much money on the girls as we did in previous years. It's not that we don't love them, it's just that what can you buy for another adult? So we'll buy them clothes, I'm sure. I don't really like clothes as gifts, but they are girls. They do like that kind of thing. And I'm sure we'll find some stuff to give them for Christmas, but it won't be as grandiose a holiday as it is when there's little kids around that still get excited about Santa and haven't lived for 20 or 40 or 50 years seeing Santa every year. And I mean, let's admit it, when you're an adult, you kind of get bored of Santa showing up overnight and giving you gifts, because it's just not a thrill as much as it is when you're a kid, when it's new and you don't understand what's happening. So that's what I'm looking forward to probably the most of anything for the rest of my life, is having grandkids. And who knows, maybe if I'm lucky, I'll see my great-grandkids before I die. And if you adults are kind of chuckling to yourself about the way I talk about Santa, that is the way I talk about Santa all the time. Not just when there's kids around, but all the time. Just because I can. Alright, let's keep this thing going. I am technically eastbound and down, I think. Loaded up and trucking. Got a little less than 24 hours of driving to go. Set to be in at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. We can get there nonstop. So we're still 14 hours away. Speaking of Santa, have you ever had a conversation with your kids about how they believe Santa does all of the things he does? Like how he delivers all the gifts all in one night to all the kids all around the world. It's pretty fascinating, when they're younger, hearing the stories compared to when they're older hearing the stories, because the theories get more scientific and technical when the kids are older, trying to figure out how he literally delivers gifts to every household around the world. My running theory is that Santa's time frame, the time bends or something on Christmas Eve when Santa is delivering his toys. I don't believe that Santa is super fast. I think Santa has to deliver all the toys in real time to every boy and girl in every household around the world. But I believe that as that time around him slows down, so even though he's working real time, to him it might take, I don't know, how long would it realistically take to deliver children all around the world. 200 years of real life, flying in a sleigh, jumping from rooftop to rooftop. And I think that's why Santa gets all that time off in between Christmases, is because on Christmas Eve, when he's delivering toys, he has to work in real time, even though we experience it as only 8 hours of sleep. To him, it is... Let's just say you could get it, all the toys delivered to every child in every household in 1 year of real time. Then he works nonstop for 1 year in his time, which is 8 hours in our time. And then that's why he gets 1 year off in between nights of work, because his one night of work is equivalent to working nonstop for 1 year. That's my going theory. Now, I know that doesn't explain how he does it, but I think it does make it more interesting to talk to my kids about when I'm talking about not Santa being magical, but more about the time warp that happens around Santa as he works in real time, and we just experience it at is it a slower rate? Or we experience his 1 year as a faster rate, maybe? I don't know. I've never put pen to paper and tried to figure out the actual theory of my idea in my head, but that's kind of the basics of it. So I've shared that theory with my adult children, and it's spurred on some conversations about how things could happen and will work or could work. The world may never know, but it's fun to talk about. I guess I should say, leave a comment. Let me know how you think Santa works, how he gets all those toys delivered. Oh my goodness. I gotta stop. Port of entry. Where am I? Man, the truck scale's a little different. You gotta, like, actually wait for the trucks ahead of you to get out of the way. Oh, there's the return to the interstate. Come on, Voltasan. Get out of my way. It looks like this trip might run into a third day. I knew I wouldn't be able to make it in 2 days, but I'm actually kind of surprised I was able to make it in 3. Don't drive drunk. Get hammered, get nailed. All right. I guess we're taking 15 south to Salt Lake City. Let's take a look at this. I need to stop in 6 hours. I got plenty of time to drive still. So 6 hours from now will be 11:30 at night. So I need to stop by... I could stop at 10. That would put me well within 12 hours tomorrow to get this delivery made. Maybe I'll just wait till it gets dark. No one likes a video game YouTube video when it's all at dark and you can't see anything. Look at those clouds out there. That is awesome. See if I can do some driving outside the cab. This is like the hardest thing for me, is driving like this in this game. I just can't do it. What is it? F2 to get rid of the mirrors, and then F3 to get rid of that. Alright. See if we can get a moving video, or a moving... Boy, I literally am having trouble here. Oh no, what am I going to do if I have to turn? Alright, I gotta get back in. I can't drive like that. Oof. I-15 to Las Vegas. I've never been to Vegas. I asked my wife if she'd be interested in going, and she said no. Nothing about Vegas interests her. I'm like, not even to people watch? Just to walk down the strip in the daylight, just to See, I mean, she's always worried about safety and stuff like that. I'm not really too concerned about that stuff, but she said Vegas doesn't interest her at all. I mean, I'm not really into gambling. I don't like losing money just for entertainment, but I'd go for the people watching the Hoover Dam. I don't know, whatever. Looks like this trip is going to take us through, well, at least that direction, if not through. Water park. Alright, I don't like this. That guy's like hanging right on my back axle, taking away my escape route. This guy in front of me slams on his brakes and I need to go in the left lane. That car is going to be an issue. He's just camped out back there going the same speed as me. I hate when people do that in real life. Look at me creeping up on this guy. I wonder if I could scare this guy into backing up. Whatever, I'll just force my way over. He'll move, right? He's got a whole other lane to work with. Oh, for crying out loud. Should have known. As soon as I get in the middle lane. Here comes my turn. Idiotic me. Not knowing where I'm going. Just taking them as I see them. So I guess we're not going to Vegas. Come on, car, get going. I can't see him. He's behind the 8-wheeler there. Go! Look at those mountains. I need to upgrade my computer. I built a dream machine on PC Parts Picker the other day. I got up to $2,000 and I started crying and I had to stop. Couldn't even build a computer for $2,000. I mean, it was a really nice computer. It was on its way to being a really nice computer, but I stopped at $2,000. I'm like, okay, can't do that. Wouldn't it be nice if Old Guy Gamer got big enough on YouTube that he could actually buy computer equipment that made games look nice and he wasn't dealing with a 4-year-old graphics card? How cool would that be? I was watching a YouTuber. I used to watch a lot of gaming on YouTube. And one of my favorite gaming guys, he's the king of the... What was he called? King of the YouTube walkthrough. I don't watch him too much anymore, but I watched him again about a year ago, maybe? Whenever the... I don't even want to name the graphics card because then I'll put a timestamp on it and I don't remember exactly what graphics card it was. A new... high-end graphics card came out and he got given a game by a developer and they gave him the newest, fastest, awesomest graphics card to play the game on, so he could turn up all the, so he's obviously got a lot of followers, he's got a lot of clout, and he's got a lot of people looking at him while he plays these games, so they didn't want their game to look bad on his, I don't know what his system is, but they wanted the game to look as good as possible in front of the millions of people that follow him. So I was like, man, isn't that awesome? Me, I can't even afford to buy one, and he gets given stuff. I'm like, that would be a dream come true, is to be able to, well, number one, be able to afford to buy all those things as a, I guess, a small business, a gamer in the industry, being able to buy all those things and justify the cost to make your games look awesome, because this game could look better. I'm just at the limits of what I can run on the system that I have. But it would be like a dream come true to be given that stuff. You don't even have to buy it. They just, people send it to you and say, hey, make our game look good. Oh, that's cool. I did have one other question for you guys before we wrap this video up. I'm starting to look like dusk. I'm starting to see that sunset behind me in the rearview mirrors again, which is what I love about driving east. You start to see the sunset in the rearview mirrors, you know it's time to go to bed. So my question is this, and it's going to require you to leave a comment to see what you think. I'm wondering if I should do a video explaining why I chose to stick with being a YouTube gamer during COVID, even when times are tough and, you know, there wasn't a lot of games to play, and here I am, I've been doing it for 2 years and still don't even have 100 subscribers. I was wondering if I should do a video about why I do what I do, why I stuck with it. Basically my motivation. It's kind of a negative thing. It's not as bright and cheery as I normally am. The reasoning, it's kind of a spiteful reason, and I'm wondering if you guys think I should do a video just talking about that one thing. It's a story all by itself, so let me know in the comment section if you think I should do it's not a negative commentary, but it's kind of a little darker than my normal lightheartedness about why I stuck with, or one of the motivations why I stuck with gaming on YouTube, even when I haven't seen success after 2 years. So let me know what you think. Alright, it's dark. I gotta find a place to stay. Pull in. I gotta find a place to pull in and sleep. Get in here, buddy. $76. I was writing down this when I started this trip. I was writing down the weights as I pulled out and left. And alright, the weight does get smaller as you drive on and lose gas. As you burn gas, well, it's not gas, you know what I mean. As you burn diesel, the weight of the truck does get smaller. Oh, thank you, dude. Let me in. You are a gentleman and a scholar, buddy. The weight does get lighter, so I thought that was kind of a cool little thing. No one really talks about those kinds of details. Oh, Istvan is my newest driver. Just earned me 2,500 bucks. Thank you, Istvan, whatever that is. All right, it's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna pull in and stop. It's the end of the video. It's about time. Not much to look at when it's dark out, so I really would appreciate if you'd like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of how I'm doing. I would really appreciate if you'd subscribe to my channel. Help me become a full-time gamer. Anyways, let's get over here and go to sleep. Start back up tomorrow. We're across the street from a taco shop. Sweet. I am not even going to gas up because don't think I need to. I wonder if they even have parking spots back here or if it's just a free-for-all. Oh, there's some trucks over there in the shadows. Whatever, I can't see what I'm doing, so I'm just going to park right here. Alright, good night. I'll see you guys next time.